You pick up your favorite cereal, same brand, box, and price. But as you pour, a rush of air hits the bowl before the flakes do. Your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. The box actually got smaller, even though the price on your receipt hasn't moved an inch. This reduction is spreading through every aisle. It's in bags of chips, yogurt cups with less volume, and toilet paper with fewer sheets. Most of us never explicitly agreed to buy smaller portions. Because the price tag remains familiar, the transaction feels normal, but you're receiving less value for every dollar you spend. This diagram shows the two numbers on a shelf tag. The sticker price is what you pay. The unit price shows the cost per ounce. When identical boxes sit together, the unit price provides the actual comparison, revealing if one is charging more per serving. These changes happen quietly. Manufacturers bank on the fact that most shoppers grab their usual items and move on without comparing weight labels. This tactic creates a sense of financial stability at the checkout counter. Your total stays consistent, while the actual cost of your groceries has climbed behind the scenes. I first noticed this with a jar of peanut butter. I've bought the same brand for years, but one morning the jar felt lighter in my hand. I checked the back of the label and saw that the weight had dropped. It was in the same spot on the shelf and cost the same amount, but the volume had been cut. This strategy of reducing contents to avoid a price hike is called shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is when a product's size or quantity is reduced, while its price remains the same. It shows up in subtle ways across different goods: a few fewer crackers, thinner paper towels, or a slightly smaller scoop. The packaging and price offer a familiar facade. However, by removing a portion of the product, companies have reduced the purchasing power of your money. This chart shows the pressure on manufacturers. When the cost of ingredients, energy, or shipping rises, companies protect margins. A direct price increase usually triggers rejection, while a size decrease often bypasses immediate notice. If your cereal jumped from $4 to $5 overnight, you'd probably stop to consider a different brand or skip the purchase entirely. But if the box loses 2 ounces while the price stays at $4, many people put it in their cart and keep walking. This exploits a quirk in human perception. People usually notice price changes much faster than they notice size changes. Outside the store, the effects show up in your pantry. You spend the same amount as always, but your snacks disappear quicker and your household supplies run out sooner. This can lead to a strange feeling of guilt. You might wonder if you're being wasteful or using too much, when you were simply given less to begin with. When you look at an entire cart, like laundry detergent, boxes of snacks, and personal care items, the scale of the problem becomes clear. Almost every category is subject to these micro-reductions. This graph tracks the total volume of a typical grocery cart over a month. While a missing ounce here or there seems small, the total loss across dozens of items compounds into a significant hit to your monthly budget. Shrinkflation acts as an invisible drain on your finances. It accelerates how quickly you need to restock your home, forcing you back to the store sooner than you planned. You can neutralize this pricing illusion by shifting your focus to the unit price. It is a single, actionable habit that bypasses marketing and reveals the true value of what you're buying. Checking that small number on the shelf allows you to compare different brands and sizes accurately, regardless of how much air is in the bag or how the box is shaped. We can't control how manufacturers package their goods, but understanding the mechanics of shrinkflation takes the mystery out of your grocery bill. Once you see the math, you can protect your budget from the invisible price hike. You have probably noticed it. You grab a favorite staple, and the package feels just a little bit lighter. It is a quiet shift happening right out in the open on grocery store shelves. This diagram shows a standard jar of pasta sauce. For years, the established baseline for this item has been exactly 24 ounces of sauce for exactly $4. Then, the manufacturer gets hit with rising expenses. Materials, shipping, and labor all get more expensive, and those external costs press down heavily on the company's profit margins. To maintain profitability, the company is backed into a corner. They must choose one of two distinct paths. Option 1 is the direct route. They pass that cost straight to you, raising the shelf price to $4.50. But shoppers have a high sensitivity to numbers. A 50-cent jump on a familiar item registers instantly, and a lot of people will simply leave the jar on the shelf. When you clearly charge more for the exact same amount of food, buyers instinctively defend their wallets. A transparent price hike risks a severe drop in sales volume. So the company looks at option 2. The price stays locked at $4, but the volume inside trims down from 24 ounces to 22. On the shelf, everything appears perfectly normal. The label looks familiar, and the jar sits in the exact same spot it always has. Shoppers grab the jar and toss it into their carts. The routine is so deeply ingrained that they skip evaluating the purchase entirely. We are wired to react fast to a bright, bold price tag. We are significantly slower at visually calculating a slight reduction in physical mass. This dual-axis chart reveals an aggressive tactic. Manufacturers nudge the price up slightly on the line graph, while simultaneously dropping the physical volume on the bar chart. Each move looks harmless. Combined, the gap in actual value expands incredibly fast. Shrinkflation sidesteps our financial tripwires. By leaving the price tag alone, companies protect their profit margins without triggering your natural hesitation. Hiding missing volume in plain sight requires precise physical engineering. You have to mathematically shape less product to occupy the same visual footprint. First, you alter the geometry. The container is stretched taller and pinched narrower. From the front, it takes up the same space. Next, you carve out the interior. The bottom floor pushes deeper inside, creating a hollow cavity where sauce used to be. Finally, you place the exact same front label onto the newly shaped container. The branding serves as perfect camouflage over the altered dimensions. This is a structural redesign calibrated to use your familiarity with a product against your own visual perception. The packaging itself becomes the mechanism for price manipulation. Regular inflation slaps a new sticker on the shelf for everyone to see. Shrinkflation hides quietly inside the packaging, but the financial drain is mathematically identical. Either way, the same amount of money is leaving your wallet for fewer ounces and fewer uses. And this diagram of a product label highlights a crucial detail. The company is telling the truth. The new, smaller net weight is legally and accurately printed right there in the corner. The vulnerability lies in how we navigate the store. When you are rushing down the aisle, you are running on habit, not comparing today's ounces to last year's data. All the information required to catch the change is publicly available. The entire system relies on you being too busy to read it. Now that you see the mechanics behind the shelf, your instincts might be to switch brands or stock up, but some of those common reactions actually make the problem even more expensive. Let me show you what you need to stop doing. By now, you know what shrinkflation is. You have seen the slightly smaller cereal boxes and the noticeably lighter bags of chips. But simply knowing the packaging is changing does not actually protect your wallet when you are zooming down the aisles. When grocery costs rise, our instinct is to react quickly to offset the pain. We reach for different brands or we buy in different quantities. But those natural knee-jerk responses often end up draining our bank accounts even faster. To accurately navigate these hidden price hikes, we have to identify and break 5 specific default habits that almost everyone falls into. The real defense against shrinkflation starts internally. We have to replace our reactive shopping routines with deliberate choices. The first major trap is shopping on autopilot. You walk the exact same route through the store, you grab your usual brand of coffee, and you toss your standard size of detergent into the cart without a second thought. That routine creates a massive blind spot. When you rely entirely on habit, a manufacturer can shave 2 ounces off a package, and you might keep buying it for 6 months before you ever realize the container is lighter. When shoppers finally do notice the missing volume, they often stumble right into trap number 2, assuming the lowest shelf price is automatically the best deal. The immediate reaction is to drop the usual brand and grab whatever has the cheapest sticker attached to it. This diagram shows 2 simplified shelf tags side by side. The left tag displays a lower total sticker price, but when you check the price per ounce, the math flips. The cheaper looking item gives less overall value because the container holds significantly less food. Manufacturers intentionally designed these smaller containers to mimic the footprint of the more expensive options. They use the identical height and face width, hiding the missing volume in the depth or a raised base. Relying on the comfort of your weekly routine or glancing at the biggest number on a shelf tag will consistently point you towards a bad deal. Trap number 3 goes in the exact opposite direction. It is panic buying in bulk. Shoppers try to outsmart the system by stockpiling goods, hoping to lock in the current value before the manufacturer shrinks the box again. But hoarding supplies introduces its own set of problems. It ties up your available cash, it maxes out your physical storage space, and it makes it incredibly easy to forget what you already owned, letting food expire long before you can eat it. That brings us out of the grocery store and into your own kitchen, where trap number 4 takes hold: blaming yourself. You start to notice that your grocery bill is creeping higher, or you are running out of supplies faster than usual. The natural response is to assume you are the problem, that you are being wasteful or failing to stretch your dollars properly. This graph shows your household consumption intersecting with product volume. The flat line proves your usage rate has not changed. You eat the exact same amount. But as the bar chart shows, the product volume drops. The package changed, not your appetite. When you misdiagnose why your pantry is empty, you end up either wasting money trying to fix the wrong problem or carrying around misplaced financial guilt. The final trap is perhaps the most common: ignoring the changes entirely because they feel too small to matter. A single bottle of dish soap that weighs 2 ounces less, or a box of crackers missing a handful of pieces, does not seem like a financial emergency on its own. This schematic shows an overhead view of a typical shopping cart to demonstrate the multiplier effect. As individual items light up with negative volume indicators, -1 ounce here, -0.5 ounce there, they feed directly into that expanding total deficit counter at the bottom. Watch how this single trip loss behaves over time. Carried across 4 monthly trips and extended over a full year, these missing ounces compound into a continuous leak in your household budget. Shrugging off a lighter bottle does not save you any effort. It simply masks a slow, steady drain on your bank account. Look closely at all 5 of those mistakes, and a clear pattern emerges. As a shopper, you are either operating with complete inattention or you are severely overreacting. Swinging between passive denial on one end and panicked hoarding on the other guarantees that you will lose money. Neither extreme gives you the clarity you need to actually evaluate what you are buying. The effective counter strategy requires rejecting both of those extremes. You do not need to panic, and you do not need to calculate the exact cost per gram of every single item to absolute perfection. You just need a calm, intentional approach. Protecting your grocery budget from here on out means replacing those instinctual gut reactions with a specific set of practical habits. You are an active participant in your budget. By stepping off autopilot and managing your choices intentionally, you can spot the hidden price hikes and keep your money where it belongs. And here is exactly how to build those habits. You understand how shrinkflation operates and the corporate tactics behind it. You already know which products are being downsized. Real protection requires moving beyond an awareness of the problem. It means adjusting the specific physical habits that pull money out of your wallet every time you hit the checkout lane. Building a proactive budget defense involves a handful of practical, everyday changes to your shopping routine. Spotting the tricks is only half the battle. Stopping the drain on your personal wealth requires tactical shifts in how you navigate the store. The first defense starts in the aisle. Photograph the labels of your 10 most frequent purchases. Snap a photo of the coffee, detergent, or granola bars you buy every week, specifically capturing the net weight or item count. Keep these in a dedicated folder on your phone. Tracking these products over 90 days often reveals a price point that stays completely flat, while the actual weight of the product drops. Auditing your photos allows you to catch these size drops immediately. The second tactic is to test store brand alternatives for your weekly staples. Many premium and generic store brands are manufactured in the same facilities using identical materials. Try the generic version once. If it meets your needs, keep the savings. If not, go back to the name brand. Third, move your staple purchases to the bulk weight section. Use the bulk bins for items like rolled oats, dried beans, nuts, and rice whenever they are available. Buying by weight removes the cardboard boxes and plastic molds used to make portions look larger than they are. This makes the unit cost transparent. Using these aisle-level tactics replaces marketing illusions with objective data, putting the decision-making power back in your hands. In the kitchen, the fourth tactic is to replace one packaged meal per week with a meal made from basic ingredients. Packaged foods are the easiest places to hide reduced portions, as the packaging stays the same size while the food inside shrinks. Swapping just one box a week for a meal of raw ingredients makes your budget easier to manage. The fifth tactic is to compare unit prices at secondary retail locations. Check the cost of your high-volume staples at competing chains, warehouse clubs, or online stores. Moving a few of your most expensive items to a different store can provide meaningful relief without requiring you to move your entire shopping routine. Incorporating ingredient-based meals and secondary store routing reduces your dependence on any single retailer's pricing structure. Before you head to the store, use a short meal plan and a simple list. Cutting down on food waste at home increases the value of every dollar you spend at the grocery store. If you find your spending is still increasing, it is time for a budget reality check. Maintaining a flat spending limit while prices rises means the volume of groceries you bring home drops. Recalibrate your budget to reflect what your regular cart costs today, rather than what it cost a year ago. Establishing a factual baseline for your spending helps prevent budgeting fatigue and gives you a clearer picture of your actual costs. You cannot prevent companies from shrinking their products, but you can prevent those changes from quietly draining your savings. Practical habit changes and a few tactile shifts in how you shop provide a defense against hidden price increases. If these steps helped you identify a size drop in your own pantry, leave a like so more people can find this information. Share this with anyone who is struggling with rising grocery costs, and comment with your best store brand swap. I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so subscribe for the next one. Small, consistent adjustments to your daily cart decisions help maintain a predictable balance in your bank account. I'll see you in the next one.